I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, I feel like I'm dying inside. Well, I've got an email here from a viewer who's obviously going through a difficult time after a breakup. So before we get into it, I got a quote I'd like to share with you. And it says, becoming attached to an outcome we want or a lover we want to love us will cause us unnecessary suffering. Why? When we want reality to be other than it is, we suffer. We, in essence, are attached emotionally to a fantasy instead of the reality of the way things are. It is only once we accept reality or our life circumstances that we can heal and let go of people, places, and circumstances that are no more and that no longer serve us. Once we let go of what was, only then can we move on to create something new and better. If it was meant to be, it would have been. Everything happens in life to help you grow into the fullness of who you were meant to be. It's only in looking back that we can see that everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to be. Well, if you've been following my work for a while, you know that I believe that nothing in life happens by accident. Every person that comes into your life and every situation or challenging situation you experience in life is there to help shape you and help you grow into the person that you're meant to become. And it's what I've learned in life is like your struggles really are your greatest gifts, because that's what teaches you humility. That's what teaches you patience. That's what teaches you to realize, hey, what I'm doing is really not working. So let's get into this guy's email. He says, Dear Coach, I was in a relationship for the past 6 months. When I met her, she was already in a marriage commitment, but the guy ditched her and broke his promise to her. After this, she was totally committed to me, and during this time also, we had a very pleasurable sex time. And we also, kind of reminds me of Borat, what's he say, sexy time? He says, and we also had lots of very beautiful memories for a lifetime. 1 month earlier, she left to go to another city for her internship, but after this, she stopped giving time to me. I told her and requested her to, but again, she started the same. And then I told her to break up everything, but just in words. So this tells me that she was starting to back away a little bit, and you probably did like most guys tend to do, which is what I like to call the illusion of action. So you started chasing, you started pursuing, you started trying to force her to want you like she was in the past, instead of just letting her come to you. And I've talked to countless women over the years, just in conversations and women that I'm coaching, and it's amazing how many guys do this. And women come right out and say, I just wish the guy would leave me alone and let me wonder about him. Let me wonder where I stand with him. They find themselves more attracted to a guy who's indifferent, or his inaction is what makes him more attractive to her. He says, I didn't want to break up, and then she comes next week into my city and resolve the problems, and almost all of the problems were resolved, but Facebook changes everything, because she cheated on me. But Facebook, in a sense of my feelings, she told me that she realizes that she was doing something wrong, and so she stopped talking to this other guy and didn't do anything wrong with him. Well, didn't you just say she cheated on you? It's like, that to me is a deal breaker. If you're in a committed relationship with a girl and she cheats on you, that means that loyalty doesn't mean jack shit to her. So it's like you can't have a healthy exclusive relationship with a woman who will cheat on you at the drop of a hat, or when she gets pissed off at you, or she feels that the future of your relationship is in doubt. Because you're never going to feel safe and comfortable in a relationship like that with a woman that you can't trust. And once it happens the first time, I mean, that's it, because you're always going to be kind of looking over your shoulder. And this is indicative of the type of woman. I mean, she was engaged to another guy when you met her and started hanging out with her. And maybe that was the reason why he ended up breaking up with her, because he didn't feel that he could trust her. I had a client that I coached years ago, and he started dating this woman, and he quit his coaching after about 90 days. And he's like, hey man, I got this all, everything's good. And then like a year and a half later, he gives me a call to tell me that she was cheating on him with her attorney. She left him, she was moving out, and oh, by the way, I'd like you to help me get her back. I'm like, well, I'm really glad that you called me before things got really bad. And so to make a long story short, when we really started getting into it, and when I started coaching him again, come to find out, this girl was young too. She was I think when he married her, she was like 24, 25. And she had been married when she was 21, 22. And guess what the reason was that she got divorced from her first husband? It was because she cheated on him. If she does it to another guy, she will do it to you. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So you can't fix that shit. You can't, as much as you want to fix this girl or make things better, women do this a lot too. They get in a relationship with a guy and they think, oh, I'm going to fix him. I'll make him into what I want. It's like you can't change the nature of who people are. They'll become a better version of themselves. But at the end of the day, if they don't have any integrity, if loyalty doesn't mean anything to them, if commitments don't mean anything to them, then when circumstances are convenient for them, they're going to cheat on you and they're not going to feel any remorse for it. He says, and at last, just for her internship, she broke off the relationship. She became very selfish. She betrayed me after that also, and I gave her the chance to save the relationship because I loved her truly and I wanted her back at any cost. Even at the cost of your own self-respect and self-love. It's like when you stay with a woman that jerks you around and cheats on you, all you're doing is, in essence, communicating to her, hey, it's okay to continue treating me this way. A man who has self-respect and self-love says, hey, it's been fun, it's been great, but I'll never be able to trust you again, and I wish you all the best. If you ever want to hang out, give me a buzz. Meaning, if you want to just hang out and have fun and hook up with her, you have to have the understanding that that kind of a woman is not the kind of woman that you can have an exclusive, healthy relationship with, especially getting married to her and expect to raise a family with her, because you're not even going to know whether or not the kids are actually yours or not. Listen to what he does next. He says, I cried, I begged, and I did all the things and just to be with her. So on top of her cheating on you and dicking you over, now you're begging her to give you another chance. I mean, that is the essence of having zero self-respect and self-love for you. And like I said, you can't ever have a healthy relationship with a woman like this because loyalty doesn't mean anything to her. And when you, after she does these things to you and ditches you, and then you go back saying, please, thank you, may I have another serving of that shit burger you just served me, it's like you have no self-respect. And she can't help but treat you with even less respect than she was before. He says, now I can't help myself to forget, and I'm going mad. My family is also very sad due to me, and I almost lost my career this year just for her. And see, I know what's going on here is that you're letting this, you're choosing to give this the meaning that giving this woman more importance to you than she deserved. And I know it is. You're suffering. You feel bad because you want reality to be other than it is. You wish that she wasn't this way. And I've dated women like this that have no integrity when I was younger, and it sucks. As much as you love them and as great as the sex was, as much fun as you have with them, at the end of the day, that's a woman that has no integrity, and you can't fix that. It's just the way she is, unfortunately. And until you accept that she is the way she is, she's not a good person. She's not honorable. She's not going to do the right thing. You're going to continue to suffer. Because when we want reality to be other than it is, we're going to suffer because you're attached to something that's an illusion. You're attached to a fantasy. In essence, you're projecting a fantasy of the way you want a woman to be onto her. But you got to have a good prospect. It's like if you're going to cook a good meal and you're going to make a good dinner, you got to have good ingredients. If you have shitty ingredients, it's like you can't polish a turd. No matter how much you try to spruce it up, it's still a fucking turd. He says, I feel like dying inside. All of our beautiful memories are going through like a film, and whenever I woke up, there's always tears in my eyes. Please help me, coach. Well, like there's different stages that goes through, like when you've had a breakup. First, it's like typically you're still kind of in the denial stage. You're denying that this girl is the way she is, that she's not an honorable person. So in other words, you still have not accepted reality. And so once you start to accept reality, typically the next phase after acceptance is you get angry. You get pissed off that she is the way she is. And that's part of the grieving process. And then once you've completely accepted that she is the way she is, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. This isn't your fault, dude. You didn't make her this way. She was already this way. I mean, despite the fact that you made plenty of mistakes, at the end of the day, this woman has no integrity. And there's no reason to beat yourself up over spilt milk. There's no reason to beat yourself up over the fact that she is the way she is. The only thing you can do is to say, great, what's good about this? Because the quality of your life is going to be in direct proportion to the quality of the questions that you consistently ask yourself. And so when shit happens like this in life, the best thing you can do is say, all right, well, what can I learn from this? What's good about this? How can I learn from this situation so I no longer attract this kind of a person into my life, and I no longer get myself into a situation with a woman that has integrity? Well, a big thing that I can see that's pretty obvious here is don't date women that are engaged to other men. Don't date women that are in a relationship with another guy when you meet them. Why? Because if they're willing to cheat on their husband or their boyfriend with you, guess what? If you ever get to the point where things are not going well, she's not going to communicate with you like an adult. She's just going to go ahead and line up some other dude and screw around with him. That's just the way she is. There's not a damn thing you can do about it, dude. It's kind of like the sky being blue. The sky is blue. It is what it is. The sun is bright. The moon is white when the sun's on it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It is the way it is. It's like the wind blowing. I mean, it's like the weather's been really shitty here all day. It's been raining. I can be pissed about it, or I can say, you know what? It's great that we're having all this rain because it's cleaning the air and it's cleaning the atmosphere and it's hydrating everything and it's cleansing. It's a good thing. But me bitching about the fact that the weather sucks, there's nothing I can do about it. All I'm going to do is suffer and make myself miserable. It's like one of my teachers once said, he was talking about enlightenment. He's like, on the path to enlightenment, it's like the train leaves the station. And until it gets to the destination, which obviously is enlightenment, you running around inside the train is not going to make enlightenment happen any faster. The only thing you can do is accept reality as it is, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. And so the quickest way to get over this is you got to take time to grieve. You got to take time to cry and feel bad and feel shitty and scream into your pillow and punch your pillow. Go to the gym, work out excessively, hit the speed bag, whatever you got to do to express your feelings, because you got to feel it to heal it. And if you can feel things authentically, if you can authentically embrace the suffering and say, I feel like shit, I feel miserable, this woman cheated, I feel like a piece of crap, I feel like a sucker for going and begging this girl to come back to me when she showed me no respect to begin with. The more you can do those things and embrace the bad, nasty feelings that you feel, the quicker you're going to feel it, the quicker you're going to heal it, the quicker you're going to move through it and accept it, so you can get back to the guy that you were before you met her and have a positive, optimistic attitude that, hey, next time around, next time I meet a girl that I think is attractive, but it turns out that she's got a boyfriend, I'm not going to get involved with her, even if she really wants me, because I've been down that road and it's a very painful past. The key is that you got to learn from this, because if you don't learn from this, you'll just continue to repeat the same mistakes over and over. And what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's something to think about. So if you got a challenge and you'd like to get my help with personally, go to my website, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a paid phone session. And I will talk to you soon.